Hello, I'm Miss Kerridge, a teacher in the English faculty, and I'm going to read Chapter 5. The attic room was small, with a little window in the roof. Grandad had painted the walls bright white. There was a bed and a chest of drawers, and a small table and chair. I could only stand full height right in the middle, but it was my own space at least. I stood on tiptoes and stared out of the window. It looked towards the sea across fields and marsh. The sun had set, but the sky glowed yellow on the horizon. After supper, I went to bed with the little window wide open and listened to the wild bird cries. A breeze came in through the window, smelling of salt and damp earth. There wasn't the orange glow of city lights I had in my old room. The night was so dark that the stars seemed extra bright. I felt so far away from the house we had left and my school in the city. It really felt as if we were at the very end of the world. I lay in bed and heard Grandad return, humming as he walked up the street. Mum was in the garden smoking. I don't think they knew I could hear their voices. I lay in bed and listened as their words drifted up with the cigarette smoke through the open window. "You can stay as long as you want, Gwyn," said Grandad. "I never wanted to come back," said Mum. "I know," said Grandad. I heard Mum sniff. "I miss Mum," Mum said. "It feels strange being here again." "I miss her too," said Grandad. He was silent for a moment. "I should have talked to you after she died. I found it too hard to speak about, but I should have tried." "We both should have talked," agreed Mum. "I couldn't face coming back here. I felt stuck. I just wanted to get away." "I wish I could turn the clock back and start again," said Grandad. "It's not easy being a parent, is it? I wish I'd known what to do at the time." "I don't know what to do about Dylan," said Mum. "Tell me about him," said Grandad. "I'd like to know him better." I climbed out of bed and tiptoed to the window, wanting and not wanting to hear what she was going to say. There was a pause before Mum went on. "We used to be really close, him and me. We did everything together. I was proud of him. He was a lovely kid. He was good and kind, had loads of friends. He worked so hard to get into the grammar school. Then it was like a switch had been flipped. He lost interest in everything, stopped working, messed about in class, swore at teachers, and then..." She paused again. "He punched a boy." Grandad was silent. "He lost all his friends. He's not interested in anything. He'd just sit in his bedroom all day if he could," said Mum. "I lost friends too. People didn't want to know us. The teachers didn't like him. No one did." She talked in a whisper. "There were times I didn't like him much either. I don't know what's wrong with him." "When did you last hear him laugh?" said Grandad. Mum's voice was so quiet. "I don't know," she said. "Maybe it's so long ago I can't remember." Grandad sighed. "Give him time, Gwyn." "How much time?" said Mum. "As long as it takes," said Grandad. "It sounds like he's depressed. His spirit's broken. He needs time to get better. He needs time to remember how to be himself again." I climbed back into bed. Mum's and Grandad's words swirled inside my head. I tried to think when I had last laughed. Really belly laughed. It had been in summer, between primary and grammar school. Asim and I had been mucking about in the park. We'd kicked our ball into the duck pond and we'd both gone in after it. But the bottom of the pond was so muddy that we'd fallen in. Oh, we'd laughed so much we could hardly stand up again. We were good friends back then, Asim and me. It was before school started getting serious and before everyone started trying to act cool. That was the last time I can remember being really happy.